Welcome to episode 13 of 25 for 2025, a series where I attempt to complete my goal of reading these 25 books in 2025. I've now read 15 of the 25 books and I have 1 DNF. How this challenge works: I will pull a book from this jar, then I'll have to acquire the book whether it's on my bookshelf, my Kindle, or I get to go book shopping. Once I've acquired the book, I will then flip to the back to see the total number of pages that book has. I will then ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and the total number of pages in that book, and depending on what she says is the total number of pages I have to read in this video. So without further ado, let's pick our 13th book. I am ready for a romance. I don't think, besides Say You Swear, I'm sure there's another one that I've pulled. Maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like I haven't pulled any romances throughout this whole entire challenge. So let's hope today that we get it. Let me mix them up. Okay. Oh no. This is not a romance. This is drama. I'm just like preparing myself because I'm either going to love this whole entire series or I'm going to hate it. I've seen split reviews on it and I have no clue where I'd stand with this. The book that we pulled is Magnolia Parks by Jesse Hastings. I have this book on my bookshelf. I will never shut up about this, but the covers, changing them, diabolical. Absolutely terrible. The original covers were so much better, but I do like these. Let's see how many pages are in this book. So this book has a total of 430 pages. Now let's ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and 430. Pick a number between 1 and 430. 11. So Siri picked 11 pages for me to read. Without further ado, let's begin our book. Hi, you guys. So I've made it to page 11, the page count that Siri picked for us. I'm really enjoying this book. It's definitely that it's giving Gossip Girl for sure. The beginning throws us into the lives of Magnolia and BJ, their relationship in their world. We're learning how their lives are and how they interact with one another and their friends, and just kind of the systems in place with how they operate. They're all definitely wealthier and are more posh, if that's the right word to use for this. I love Jesse Hastings' writing style in this already. I wasn't going to tab or underline stuff, but I've already underlined a couple of things and it's only been the first, like I said, 11 pages. I also like the way that she almost breaks the fourth wall with the reader. So Magnolia is talking to us about BJ, and then she's also had a former boyfriend before this. It's very toxic, also right off the bat, very toxic. We can see that between them, but you can also see the tension and the love that the two share with each other immediately. She was kind of explaining about the breakup and stuff. The only man I've ever grieved the loss of, the only love I've ever loved. And this is on page 8. And then further down at the bottom says, did you think I was talking about my boyfriend from a week ago? How silly of you. So optimistic of my ability to let go of the sinking ship my heart is chained to. And I just like the way that she kind of is speaking to the reader in that way, and she does that a lot already through this writing style, so I really like that. I was curious and I did look on Goodreads, and a lot of people have either rated this very highly or just very low, so I'm very curious to see if I will like this, as I've mentioned earlier on in this video. So I will let you guys know. So far so good, and I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I feel like it's something to be more of a character, not study, but we're just going to follow these characters more in the story than an actual plot line. I think that's just my assumption of this. I'm very excited to see if I like it or not. So come back to part 2 to see my final rating and thoughts for this book.